It's me again, and I am going to update you guys on the last couple days that I haven't been able to make a video for. So, just wanted to share with you guys, I'm wearing this really pretty lipstick. And it's by CoverGirl, and it's called Fairy Tale. It's a pretty color, and I just thought I would share it because it's so pretty, and it looked really good. And I wore this today, and I got so many compliments on it. So, anyways, so the 63rd day, which was Sunday, I pretty much stayed home and I worked on my blog. I think I posted a few things, and I also worked on freelance work, but most of the time I was working on my blog. Doing a lot of changes and a lot of new ideas that I've come up with, so that's in the work. So please check out my blog and make sure to subscribe, and also subscribe to the channel too, because I don't know if you guys have all subscribed, but obviously you're watching, so in some way or shape or form you've gotten in contact with me. So and I also was, trying to do kind of like a girls' night out, but it wasn't really a girls' night out. It was more like a girls' night in, and I was the only girl, so I guess it was like just me time. And I pretty much, just played with makeup because I haven't played with makeup in like the longest time. And it's not that I don't play with makeup every day, but I don't really get to do like my full-on foundation, and because I have a simple foundation routine that I follow, and like a simple like makeup, like I do a 5-minute face or something. But Sunday, well, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna play around with makeup, and I did like my blending my eyeshadow and just playing around because I haven't done it for so long. I figured I was like kind of bad at it, I guess, and I was just like, I just want to play around and just see how I can use all the products that I have, because I have so many products that I don't use, and I feel like it was a waste of buying them. So I was just like, I'm gonna play around with everything. So yeah, that's Sunday. And Monday, which is the 64th day, I pretty much went into Karmaloop and worked on the presentation because I had some time to work on it during the weekend, but like it was me time, so I didn't really want to do too much. And I just worked on it some more. I got some images, gathered some images, because that's usually what I do for most of my projects, is I gather images, and then once I get the content, I add the content in as well. So then I went to work, I believe, and it was a simple day at work. I think it was really slow that day, actually. And didn't really enjoy the fact that it was slow, because I'm such a like peppy person, and then like when I go into work and it's like slow, I'm just like, okay, just trying to stay positive. And then like once everyone's like, when everyone's like, kind of like sluggish, it just makes me feel like I can't like cheer up the whole world. And I just feel like my personality is like that. So if I can't make anyone laugh or have an enjoyable time, I just feel like really down, I guess. And it just, I guess, started to like really affect my mood. And I didn't really feel that well on Monday. I was just kind of like down when I got home, and I started tearing up on my way to the subway, like on my way home, because I guess I was just thinking about my family, and I've been really homesick lately, and it kind of just really sucks. But I don't know, I was just thinking about a lot of things, and I just really miss my family. And I think being out of the house for how many years now? 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I feel like I've probably built a tougher skin, but I guess since I'm all the way here in New York and I don't even have a good group of friends here, I'd say, I may have a small group, but I mean, I'm just used to having like different friends to go to for different problems, or, just to hang out with, so I just don't think I've had that like physical support, I guess, that I wanted. And it was just getting to me, and I wasn't really doing well. But I talked to my cousin, and he made me feel so much better. He motivated me, and definitely was a moment that I will always treasure, because I've never felt, I guess, this alone in a long time. It's been very long, and I think it just, I don't know why, I just like started crying. It was horrible. I was crying at the subway, and I was just like, why am I crying? Like, and it was horrible. But you know, I'm gonna let it out, because it really made me feel so much better, and just to have someone to talk to was really good. So I guess that's one of the struggles of being really far away from family, is getting homesick. But I guess you're always gonna need that support team in your life. And if you haven't seen my advice video that I had uploaded prior to this video, I just talk about how, you know, in order to be successful, you also need a really good team of people who are positive. I think I need that the most right now in my life, and I have it. But it's just, I think physically, like, you know, hugging a friend, or, you know, hanging out physically is so much better than just like, you know, hey, I'm gonna call you, you know. So I don't know, but I really just miss my friends and family, and I'm gonna see them in a couple weeks. So I really don't think it's gonna be as horrible anymore. So I'm excited. So and then Tuesday, which is the 65th day, went into Karmaloop, and I started working on the presentation. And I've been talking to one of my friends. He's an intern there as well, and he's a photographer. He was talking to me about, we just always talk whenever we're always working, interning, I guess. And I can work and talk at the same time, so don't think I'm just talking. But we were just talking, and then, you know, they made us do some errands, and like, they're like, yeah, can you guys like clean up the trash or whatever? So we're like, okay. So we like stop what we're doing, and we start cleaning up the trash, because I guess it was like all disgusting. And as I was cleaning the trash, I was like stomping on the boxes like that we were gonna get rid of. And I found a box of watches. No, not a box of watches, but a box with the watch in it. And basically, the watches that Flood designs, comes in another box, or not comes in, Flood has their packaging is a little case. I'll show you right here, like this. Sorry. And it's kind of like a little cute little chest, and comes with the watch, and I guess some directions on how to work the watch or whatever. But anyways, I found this box, and I was like, oh my god. I picked it up, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the watch I've been wanting for since like the first day I started. So I was just like, oh my god, like, I can't believe they almost threw this away. So here's the watch. It's the beats per minute watch, and it's like pretty cool. They got different colors, and all these buttons work except for, I think, these on this side right here. And then it's also a calculator too, so you can do your math if you're like at the store or whatever. So anyways, I got to keep the watch because I found the watch. So I was like, yay. And good thing I was being honest, because, you know, it gets you somewhere, okay, people? So yeah, I'm wearing this watch too. And then that same day, my friend was doing product shots for VGB, and he needed some help with the product styling. And I was like, hey, you know, I've always wanted to do it. And, you know, he's always known that I've always been interested in styling. So he's like, can you help me out today? And I was like, yeah, I can. So pretty much we teamed up together and got some shots done. We only got like 5 shirts done, but honestly, it's better than nothing. And I had a pretty good time doing that. It takes a lot of patience, and just having more one-on-one time with like, projects like that is really helping me, um, I guess, work my eye, I guess you could say. Because you have to have like, an eye for everything. So I think it's just good that I get to brush up on those skills too, because I don't want to to lose touch with those skills. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, which was the 66th day, which was yesterday. Went to Carmel because it was my day off, so I went to Carmel a little later, and I started working on the presentation, and I finished the presentation, and I was pretty excited because it was done. But I have another presentation to do, so I really can't, just relax. So, and I also have some freelance stuff that I've been working on too, and that's due tomorrow. So I gotta work on that. And VGB was having a holiday party just to celebrate, I guess, Christmas and everything. And I don't know, I guess just to kind of like have a party and network. So everybody at the office was going. I went with a few of the interns, and I had a pretty good time. First couple of hours I was working at the door, so I had to stand with one of the other interns, and we just were standing there. I didn't have to, but I guess I kind of volunteered myself. And tequila shots were like free, so I was like, okay, let's get some tequila shots so we can feel good. And because I know they had like, it wasn't really an open bar, but it was, I guess, for just the tequila shots for a couple hours. So I pretty much was like, okay, let's get some shots before like the bar closes, and then we won't be able to afford anything because I'm broke and I don't need to be spending money. So we only took like one shot, and then we're like, okay, cool, well, we'll come back in and then we'll be able to get some more shots. And by the time we came back in, the shots were gone, and it was pretty much done. And I was like so mad because, well, we both are mad because we didn't get anything else free, and we've been standing outside in the cold for like 3 hours. So I was just like, this sucks so bad. And I mean, at that point, I was like, let's just try to get drinks from guys, come on, like, let's just work our magic. But honestly, like, a bunch of the people there, I was just like, I don't know what this, like, I don't know. I really don't, I'm not in the mood to be, like, trying to mingle just to get a drink. Like, I don't think I'm that desperate right now. But I'm really just pissed off I don't have a drink, So it was at the point where it's like, okay, well, it's whatever. But I don't know, I had a good time because I got to hang out with my Carmelu family. And I'm really excited that we all just kind of bonded more, because we're always so used to like being in the office working that, when we get out, we party, like we like to have fun. And, it was pretty cool. Like, I didn't really get to mingle with a lot of people because I just felt like, I don't know, I'm just so like not social anymore, and I hate that because I used to be like the social butterfly of the party, or I don't know, I'm just really horrible at that, and I need to work harder on that because everything you do is, and everywhere you go, it's always through someone else. So I really need to work on that. But I had a good time. Didn't come home till late, so had a few shots, had a few drinks. It was cool. It's a really nice place. It's called the Open House. So it's like a loungy kind of area. And okay, today is the 67th day, which is December 1st. Rent is due, and I need to get it by tomorrow. And I can't believe it's December. It's crazy because I remember like January and me coming up with my New Year's resolutions and everything. So it's pretty crazy. But I'm excited because I will be home in a couple weeks, and I'll be able to, I will be graduating, and then, partying and hang out with friends and family. So I'm excited about that. I still need to buy my ticket because I didn't get paid. I get paid tomorrow, so hopefully I can get that like out of the way so I don't have to worry about that. And then I don't know, I went to work today, and pretty much I didn't go to Carmel. I was really tired, and I was like, I just can't go today. So I got some really good advice from a friend there, and I guess there's people that are meant to be in your life, and then there's some that aren't. And I guess um, it's gonna be harder to let go of the people that aren't supposed to be in your life sometimes, because you may want them in your life, but they're not supposed to be there, just because um, they're not as positive, or they're not gonna be a good influence on you. So I think that's a good lesson that I've learned since being here. So that was some good. I don't know. That was just something random, but I guess that's pretty much what we were talking about. And overall, I think this week I've probably felt really lonely and down, but I don't know. I think I always seem to like fall, but I always pick myself up again. And I think that's something that I really admire about myself, is the strength, I guess, that I have. And I think that comes from definitely my family, but I think that I have such a strong belief in my goal that I know that I will be able to achieve it if I continue to persevere. And that's what this whole project is about, is to, just to share with you guys, like, once you fall down, like, you always got to pick yourself back up. Like, who else is going to pick you back up, So I think I thought that I could always be I feel like sometimes I'm always the only one who could pick myself up sometimes. And I think I've been so dependent on that once I get down to the point where I'm like really down on my knees, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, who is gonna save me now? And there's always someone there. There's always gonna be someone who pops up in your life for a reason, and who's in your life for a reason. And I think that's what I had this week, a really good experience, and I'm so glad that I pretty much went through that, even though I was like pretty much bawling my eyes off. I don't even know, I was like, why am I crying? Like, I was like, I'm in the subway, like, with my, looking all cute and everything, and I'm just like crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's those damn windows. And I'm just like, this sucks, but I feel so thankful, and I want to thank you guys too for watching and commenting, because I love to read your comments and your thoughts. And I thank you guys so much for being a part of this process. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, I think I'm going to be looking for a second job, because I kind of need the money right now. Well, I really do need the money. And I think that's something I've been stressed out about this whole week too, is that I have no money for like extra spending, no nothing. And it's just like so stressful. But, I think God always finds a way to provide. And I'm going to keep looking for a second job, because I don't know if Karma Loop's gonna hire me or not, or if they have it in their budget. So I think I'm just gonna continue to look for a second job, probably in like a restaurant or something. I don't know, I just need some hours, because it's kind of slowing down since Black Friday, and like, they're cutting hours, and I need all the time I can get. And it's really hard when you're a seasonal worker, because they only allow like a certain amount of hours. So I'm going to have to look for something else. And I do my freelance work that I have been doing, but I still need to work harder on that. And hopefully if I do a little hustling there, I'll be able to get through. So, excuse me. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you for watching.